Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I'm Steve Shaw. In this video, I have 3 ugly truths about building big traps. Before I get into that topic, if you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. The best topic ideas I turn into videos just like this. And just a heads up, I'm giving a free first month of coaching. If you're interested, slide into my DM on Instagram at BenTheBarman. Hit me up. I'll send you some details. You can see if it's a good fit. This is not a gimmick. You really get a first month free. All right, 3 ugly truths about building big traps. Number 1, the traps are one of the strongest muscle groups in the human body. They can take a lot of beating. They can take a lot of weight. Therefore, you must challenge them with a quality amount of resistance. I see a lot of folks at the gym simply doing only, and I'm not saying this isn't effective, but one of the only methods I see them doing is very lightweight shrugs for this slow and controlled mind-muscle connection thing. If that's the only thing you're doing for your traps, you are cutting your potential short. The traps, hey, they're really good at keeping your arms attached to your body. I guarantee you can hold, just do a static hold, more than you could ever deadlift. The traps are part of that chain. Obviously, the back is part of that chain as well. But you have to take heavy training seriously for the traps because they're just built for it. Number 2, the time under tension on shrugs generally sucks. Now, I'm not saying shrugs suck. Hear me out here. Time under tension on shrugs suck. If you think about it, when you're doing a shrug, there's a very limited range of motion compared to like a bicep curl where you're moving your fist or through a greater space in time. You know what I'm saying? So the shrug, the trap, when you're moving it, it's just an inch or whatever it happens to be. There's a very short range of motion. And because of that, you have a shortened time under tension. So because time under tension or volume is a great way of challenging or encouraging muscle growth, you have to take volume seriously on your trap training. Because there's such a limited range of motion, you have to compensate by using a greater amount of volume on your traps. So just something to think about. You don't need to do an insane amount of volume, but you might need to do more than you are doing now. Now, the third ugly truth about trap training is that you need to be persistent and you need to have a multiple pronged attack. And this is something where a lot of lifters fail at. They don't take this multiple pronged attack seriously. What do I mean by multiple pronged attack? If you've never done overhead presses before, or if you've taken a break from them and you go to do them, you'll notice the next day you might have experienced some trap soreness. Overhead presses and heavy overhead presses have always been a staple of my program. People always ask me how I build big traps, and I always start with the fundamental that I do 2 overhead press variations each week, a barbell and a dumbbell press variation, and I got them very strong. So that's prong number 1. Prong number 2 is being consistent with deadlift or deadlift variations. Now, deadlift is all the rage. Everybody's talking about deadlift. Should you deadlift? But as long as you're doing a deadlift variation, a deadlift, a trap bar deadlift, a rack pull deadlift, whatever you want to do, just do a deadlift variation, get them strong. That will help. Number 3, forms of carries will help. Loaded carries. You can do a farmer's walk, but even doing things like Romanian deadlifts where you're holding a barbell or you're holding a dumbbells for an extended period of time, that's kind of like a carry, not a hairy, kind of like a carry where you're holding the weight for an extended period of time. It's like a static hold. So just think of it in terms of static holds, how long you're actually holding the weight. That can be a part of the pronged attack as well, part of the attack as well. And fourth, but last but not least, are shrugs. Usually I find dumbbells, I just don't have enough weight at any given gym to do dumbbell shrugs. There are certainly gyms that are the exception to this rule, like the Power Station in Middletown, Ohio. They have the 200-pound Ronnie Coleman dumbbells, and I can get a good shrug workout. But generally, I have to resort to barbells. Now, one thing I like to do when I'm doing shrugs is find ways to add volume. Those of you that know me know of something called Power Shrug Hell, where I start with 135 pound on the bar and I do as many reps as I can. Then I slap on 2 more plates and I do as many reps as I can. And I slap on 2 more plates and I do as many reps as I can. And I pretty much go until that last set is semi-sloppy. And then I start stripping plates off and doing as many reps as I can. I'm adding volume, I'm adding time under tension, that static hold factor, and I'm adding heavy ass weight, part of the equation. I find ways with shrugs to get a lot of volume in. A lot of times I'll do 20 reps on shrug sets. Sometimes I'll do rest pause to 50 reps. So get your shrug reps in. So just to end cap, shrugs, overhead presses, some form of carry or loaded carry or static hold, and a deadlift variation. Make sure you get enough volume, which creates time under tension on your traps, and challenge them with heavy ass weight. So guys, hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. If you made it this far in this video and have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. I'd appreciate the support. So guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.